Friday. I hope that you had an awesome week. I hope that you're enjoying your Friday evening. I hope that you're somewhere safe. And I hope that you're in a good space because I love you and I want the best for you. Okay? Okay. Great. All right, so now let's get to the fun stuff. I've had a bit of sugar. And I've been cutting back on my sugar intake because of hot flashes. Yeah. And so I had a little sugar today. Just a few minutes ago. So assistant's kind of happy. I'm kind of giddy. But anyway, I'm going to work through it. So I'm going to keep laughing and keep smiling. Keep bringing you joy. And we're going to have a good show. Okay? First of all, let's go ahead and welcome everyone into the room. Hello, Beauty. How are you, darling?
Hello. I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. I am great. I don't know what happened to Sling, but hopefully she will show up. You know.
I'm sure she'll be here.
Yeah, I'm sure she will. Maybe she's out enjoying her Friday. It could happen. It could definitely happen.
Absolutely.
So we're going to do a few announcements, and then we're going to dive deep into the show. But first of all, Dee, how are you? Like, how was your week? How's everything going?
My week was interesting, but good. I kept myself very busy. Today was a quiet day. I kind of relaxed and rejuvenated because I was running all week. My niece, one of my nieces, had a birthday on Thursday, and we had a great dinner at this restaurant out here in Melrose, actually, called Bobby C's. It's run by a friend of mine from school named Julie Crowley. And every time we go there, for whatever the celebration is, it's always a fantastic time. And she's just amazing. Yeah, so that was Thursday. Otherwise, this week, I got to spend time with friends and did some more cleaning, which I don't know about everybody else, but I could do without that. And just hung out with my puppy, Lulu. That's about it.
Puppy Lulu. Hey, Lulu.
For those of you who don't know, Lulu is my Pomapoo.
Yes. I am seriously looking, and I don't know if you saw my post on Facebook a couple of days ago or last week sometime, but I'm in the market of trying to adopt myself a puppy.
Yay!
I
That's awesome.
I want a fur baby, but I'm looking for a fur baby that is hypoallergenic because I have really bad allergies.
Well, actually, Lulu is hypoallergenic, so I know that poodles are one of the animals you can get. Yes.
That's what I've heard.
And she's a Pomeranian poodle mix.
Oh, wow.
And her hair is almost like human hair.
Yeah, I would think that those like little fur babies with long hair like that, I didn't know that they were hypoallergenic.
Yeah,
I know one.
It depends on the dog.
Yeah. I know one thing people were telling me on my post on Facebook. They said, don't get a Chihuahua. Que no Taco Bell.
See, I have to disagree with that. Because I had a Chihuahua for 13 years named Patches. And he is the first dog I ever got. And he completely changed my life.
Oh.
Everybody loves Patches. I think his picture's somewhere in China. Because when I was living in Hawaii, a lot of people would take his picture. But I know that some Chihuahuas can be difficult, but I never had a problem with him.
Yeah, some
Never.
of them. Yeah, some of them are. I had a friend whose mother had one, and that poor dog, they just bark at everybody and
Mm.
everything.
Mm.
It doesn't matter. Someone could be walking down the street and she would make her way to the door and just stand there and just bark like crazy. And I was I had the biggest fear of dogs for the longest time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when I was little, this dog in the neighborhood, um, he tried to bite me.
Oh.
Yeah, and come to find out, the dog had rabies,
Oh, my
and
goodness.
it went mad. It went
Mm-hmm.
rabid. And so I was coming out of my grandmother's house trying to go home because my grandmother lived across the street from us. And it was a black dog. I don't remember what kind of dog it was. It was just a big dog. And it had me cornered in the yard. And every
What?
time I moved, it would move and snarl. And so I was a little girl. So from then on, I had the biggest fear of dogs. And my
Wow, that's
friend's
unfortunate.
mother and this chihuahua kind of helped me get over my fear of dogs, because every time that I would go see my friend and his mother was there, she was ill and she started living with my friend. She would never leave me alone. She would always come. She would know that I was coming, and she would stand at
Mm-hmm.
the door and wait, and then she would run all around,
Mm-hmm.
and she would just, you know, I would be up there with my friend and his mom, and one time I went to sleep and the dog curled up beside me and went to sleep beside me, and I woke up and she was licking my face, and I was like, ew, dog. And that's what kind of broke my fear of dogs.
What a great story.
Crazy
Chihuahuas
little
are very affectionate. They are very
Yeah,
affectionate.
they
It just,
are.
like I said, it depends on which one you get. And I'm pretty sure that if you were, in a room full of Chihuahuas, you'd know which one would fit you.
Yeah,
They have great personalities.
that's true.
You don't have to guess what they're thinking. And they can be a little stubborn sometimes, but not in a bad way.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I'm cheering for the Chihuahua, that you get a Chihuahua, but there are so many dogs to choose from. And you can buy books on different breeds. You can also buy a book that has many breeds, or go to the library, or go online.
I've
But
been looking
you'll find out
online.
about the disposition of the dog, yeah.
Yeah, I've been looking online, and I was actually looking at a Shih Tzu.
A what?
A Shih Tzu.
Oh, a Shih Tzu.
Mm-hmm.
They're adorable.
They are, and I want to dress. But you know what? My favorite dog, if I ever, like I said, I used to tell Michael, if we ever, because he always wanted to have a dog. And I was like, no way, Jose. And, but if I ever got a dog, the dog that I want is a corgi, because it has like the fattest little butt.
Yes, it does. And they are adorable. Great personalities also.
Okay. Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth is the one that started corgis.
Yes. And now I'm watching Queen Charlotte. And
okay.
Yeah, I've watched 2 episodes so far. And Yeah, and so the Pomeranians called it a deformed bunny.
Yeah.
And
That
I
was
was
one of my
like,
favorite episodes.
yeah. And the poor dog was just like, really? You know, you can look at the little puppy and was like, huh? But,
Exactly. Formed Rabbit. That was the best. I'm glad you started watching it, though. That is a fantastic show.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
sorry
It
that it
really
ended.
is. Yeah, I haven't. Everyone's saying, how can you watch that and you didn't watch Bridgerton? And I'm like, I don't know. And then my best friend, she told me, she was like, I can't believe you don't like Bridgerton. And I was like, I don't. And she's like, why? I was like, I don't know. Why should I like it? I mean, I just can't believe it because you're so extra. Huh?
Yeah, you should just take that as a compliment.
That's what she said. She's like, no, I mean it in the best way possible. Really, I do. Like, I don't know.
That's great.
I don't know.
I was surprised when you told me that you didn't like it either.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, like I told my friend, I was like, I'm not a period like that Elizabethan kind of period piece kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of the flappers, the 1920s and the 40s.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more of my thing, you know, because like I was telling her, every year for Halloween, every time someone says, oh, we're going to have a Halloween party, and I think, oh, I should go, I always want to dress up as a flapper.
You have the suit of a flapper. You got that suit.
Yeah, that's what I said, too.
It fits you. Maybe you're supposed to be born in that time.
Say that last part again.
I said maybe you were supposed to be born in that time.
I don't know. It's like there are so many time periods that I feel like I should have been born in. One of my favorite time periods were the 70s. Though I was born in the 70s. I was born in 77, but I think that I should have been living in the 70s because I am so old. Like,
you mean like old spirit?
Yeah, old spirit type. But then I also think, like, you know how you have the 60s when everything was about the modern times, and you remember that movie, oh God, I'm dating myself, but it's okay. That movie Auntie Mame?
No, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It was this movie called Auntie Mame where she was rich and she lived in New York, and it was in the 60s, and she was an older lady and she was taking care of her nephew. And I have to find it and tell you about it, but so you can watch it. But Auntie Mame, she was this jet-setting auntie that went everywhere, but she lived in the early. She lived in the 50s, early 60s, somewhere around in there. But it was that modern era where everything was modern, you know, the furniture and the houses and everything was modern. You had all these space age, like it was around the time that we were going to space and all that stuff, and so everyone's aesthetic was, you know, the lava lamps and the funny lines, but everything was straight, and they had straight lines, but they were like everything was askew, you know.
I do know what you're saying, yeah.
Well,
I've always said that I should have been born earlier in the 60s. I was born in the 60s, late 60s, but I missed the whole hippie phase, which
yeah.
I clearly should have been there.
Yes, that's what I'm
So I
saying,
did.
too,
Yeah.
about the 70s, because I'm so,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say radical, but I'm
There's
radical.
nothing wrong with radical.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I am in my own way. I am
Mm-hmm.
radical. Very outspoken.
Mm-hmm.
Power to the people, you know, that kind of thing. The standing up for those that are voiceless, you know, or don't have the ability to stand up for themselves. They don't have the voice to stand up for themselves. I'm that person. I did that today, as a matter of fact. But anyway.
Yeah, tell us about that. What happened today?
Huh?
What happened today?
Well.
Okay. Back to the hippies.
No, it wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't. I don't think it was a bad thing. But sometimes you have to say things to wake people up and get their attention. And sometimes if a person doesn't really know, if they don't really know about a situation or how it affects you or how you know, they can't be empathetic and have a clear idea. So, all that to say, there was an event that happened last month, and it was for Black women. It was a self-care type of event. It seemed very lovely. It was something that I wanted to really participate in. And
sounds like it.
It was about self-care and all that stuff that we as women, especially Black women, need to learn more about. Like, self-care is more than going to get your nails done, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So I emailed the event organizer. First, I left a message on the board of the event, and no one said anything. I had to hunt for the email address. I found the email address, and then I emailed her, and I asked her, because as a woman of size and also as a woman that is disabled, because in my show title it tells you that I am a plus size woman, and that Nite Talks with Sasha is from a plus size woman's point of view. I don't hide that.
Right.
And so I asked her, was this, though a lot of people don't like this term, fat friendly. Using the word fat doesn't hold the same power for me as it does for some people. And I fought hard to overcome that stigma with myself of getting my feelings hurt when someone would call me fat. So I took the power away from it. So I asked her, was this a fat-friendly, disabled event? She said no. And
no?
I was like, that it was not it wasn't a disabled event. And so I tried to email her back and explain to her, she's like, I don't think that this will work for you. So I tried to email her back to explain to her, I understand what you're saying, but I know more than you because I do this every day. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Good for you for saying something.
Huh?
I said, good for you for saying something.
Yeah, and so she never emailed me back. And today I saw where she had put out under the event on my notifications on Facebook about how awesome the event was and that it turned out great and the energy was high. And I was glad of that for her. And in my response, I said that I was glad that your event turned out really great, and I'm glad that the energy and was really high, and I'm glad that there was so much joy that were felt by the women of the diaspora. But I hope that next year when you do it, that you include or you have a space to include those that are disabled. It does not feel good to, like, I was hurt, I was saddened that my sisters of the diaspora would make me feel othered. And that ableism in the Black community really needs to end. There is enough that we have to deal with as Black folk without us as Black folk making someone feel othered simply because they are disabled or other.
Absolutely.
And, so I shared that, and I told her, I said, I'm not trying to belittle you or even specify your name. I'm just playing. I can say the word. There's a TikTok video that went by with this lady trying to spell those words wrong. But I told her that I wasn't trying to belittle her or rag on her, It's just that if I'm going to speak out against other establishments, then I have to speak out about ours too.
Right.
So, and I hope that next year you could, be more inclusive. So, that wasn't bad. I didn't curse.
No,
I've
it wasn't bad
better
at all.
at that. Yeah,
I think you did very well. That was great. It is disappointing, though. It is very disappointing.
It was. And she actually has responded. And I didn't get a chance to see what she said, but I will. And I'll keep everybody updated about it. And I would really, if you don't know and you have a hard time figuring out if your events and this is to all the event organizers that may be doing an event and you want to make that event inclusive for those that are larger in size and for those that may be disabled, get some of those people on your board. Like,
absolutely.
Consult with those people of the community. Consult with larger size men and women of the fat community, though. Again, they don't always like that, but and also consult with those that are disabled, because disabled people know how to work the system and know how to, that didn't come out right. Not work the system, but how to maneuver is the word I should say. They know how to maneuver through hardships and issues that may arise, So if you want your, It's so ridiculous to me that we're still having to have these conversations where, oh, if you want to know what it's like to be in the black community or talk to black women, well, talk to black women. If you want to know what it's like being in the community, if you want to have an inclusive event, talk to those people that know what it feels like to be othered. That's just like I was reading the other day about this guy who was in Canada. His name is Andrew Garza. And he's in a wheelchair, and he is severely disabled, and but he's also queer. And he was saying how this is Pride Month, but there are so many establishments that do not have accessibility for everyone in the queer community. And I'm thinking, are you so serious? Damn, I got tongue-tied.
Well, you would expect the community to be a little bit more progressive.
You would.
But I had the same problem in Hawaii, actually. And it's not a problem. It was fixed easily, but it was during Pride Month, and they were printing out flyers for a film event that was going on there. And it was for the LGBTIQ plus community, but they only did the L, G, and the T. They left out the B's, the bisexuals. And I was on the committee, so of course I had to speak up same way you did and said, my community is not being represented in this. I mean, I know you can't put every community out there, but with a B and LGBT, like, we should be presented also. So they did go back. They did go back and excuse me. They did go back and do another flyer, which was fantastic. They did take care of it right away because they recognized, the problem. But it's surprising that you have to speak up on these things still.
It is. It is surprising, but it's not. Honestly, it's
right.
not.
Right.
It's really not, especially when it calls for accessibility for larger people. Because a lot of people assume that if you say that you are fat and disabled, well, your disability is because you're fat. And I have had to correct many of people, no. I was disabled before I became fat. Because I haven't always been fat. But I have always been disabled. I was a child born with a disability. So, having to constantly battle between those things, it gets tiring. It really gets tiring. Because
I was just going to say, it gets exhausting.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just tired of this ish. And then but then you realize that if you don't do it, who else is? But that's like I want to get, I'm in this group on Facebook called Juicy Peaches. And so the Juicy Peaches is for SSBBWs. And for those that don't understand what that subculture nomenclature means, it is you have BBWs and you have SBBWs. BBWs are big, beautiful women. SSBBWs are supersized, big, beautiful women. A lot of people are trying to get away in the supersized community a lot of people are trying to get away from the SSBBW nomenclature because it is riddled with fetishism. And a lot of women do not want to be identified as SSBBW because of the sex work that is often attributed to that nomenclature of women when it comes to those women. So, I myself, I don't see anything wrong with sex workers. I support sex workers. I think that sex workers should be unionized because when you get to be 60 years old or God forbid, if you get sick and something happens, all the time that you have spent working because it is a job. And I'm talking about prostitution. Let's just call a thing a thing. I'm one of these people that sugarcoats and sidesteps things. I think if you're gonna talk about things, you need to call them what they are. So I'm the auntie that is going to tell your baby the real name of their body part, not a poo poo, not a pee pee. That is your vagina. That is your penis.
Exactly.
Those are your.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I mean, because they need to know, that's a whole nother conversation. But
yeah, that is a whole nother conversation.
But I think that, sex workers should have a union and they should be supported and they should have the ability that when they decide that they want to stop working, they have some money that they put in and, so that they can get retirement because it is a job. Now, is it, they're not the underbelly of the society. I don't believe that they are, but that's just me. But anyway.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
As long as they're staying ahead of the game and they're safe, then that's your business. What you choose to do with your life is your business.
Exactly.
It's just unfortunate that's another place where the government feels like it's okay to step in.
I agree. I totally agree. Hello, Swing.
Hello. Sorry I'm late. Had a family emergency.
Hey, Miss Swing. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, just a little bit of disappointment, but it'll be. I'll tell y'all about it later.
Okay.
I do need a round table.
All right. We'll have a discussion afterwards.
But I am here, and what did I possibly miss?
A lot. But it's okay. We only have a little time left. But I was supposed to make the announcements. Well, first of all, I was telling Beauty that I'm thinking of getting a puppy. I'm becoming a fur mama.
Yay.
Oh.
And so I need somebody to take care of. I do. Like, I miss taking care of Michael. I miss that. So I need to pour. Yeah, like I need to pour all this, cause like today. Oh my God, today, y'all. I was talking to like my little crush. My little crush inboxed me and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Da 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 da. And I caught myself saying to this man, "Have you eaten today?"
No, you didn't.
I almost did.
Oh, my goodness. You are a nurturer, though. That is one of your greatest qualities.
I
am.
Yeah. Have you eaten today?
Huh?
Have you eaten today?
I did. I deleted it. I caught it before I sent it, and I deleted it.
That could have been a deep conversation.
No, that was a conversation that didn't.
Well, that he said I got something for you to eat today. You got something for me to eat? That could lead to a whole new avenue.
That did not need to happen. No. No. I've come to terms with the fact that I'm not ready for that just yet. And I appreciate the fact that even though I may say some off-the-wall shit to him, he is a gentleman, and he does not pursue it. He's like, ooh, you're a good shit talker. I like that. So I was like, yeah, I know. It's bad when you can blush through the computer. I gotta get a grip. Oh my God. Let me get me a dog.
Girl, you need a puppy.
Pour all that extra love into your fur baby.
Yep.
Exactly. I need like 3 or 4.
Yep.
Fur babies. But yeah, I didn't.
They do change your life. They do change your life.
Yes. So I have heard. So I'm definitely going to look into that. Okay. So I was supposed to be making announcements, and then we went to a whole nother left field somewhere.
We did good. I don't even know how we got there.
I don't either, but we did. Oh well. So that's okay. I'll make the announcements. I'll try to give myself enough time to make them at the end of the show. What we were supposed to be talking about was doing a 6-month checkup. It is the 6th month of the year, and I thought that, I don't know, do y'all ever make? I stopped making New Year's resolutions, but I do make specific goals for myself for the year. And I was just wondering, do you ladies do the same thing? And do you feel comfortable talking about them? Because you don't have to.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's get into it. Let's do this. So, who wants to go first? Go ahead.
For me, we do it every year.
Uh-huh.
We do determinations in Buddhism for the year and what your goals are, and you try to make them happen no matter what. And so far, I am making mine happen with my health and my new job. And also to my communication skills, me being able to get out the house more and talk to people more and develop other relationships and to actually make friends outside, which is going to be a big struggle for me because I have trust issues. So it's going to be, I'm working on it.
They are attainable.
Yeah, they are, because I have issues with rejection, and I have, issues with, you make new friends and you got to pay attention to them and talk to them all the time. And I'm not a very good communicator. I can't talk every day. I can't be around people every day. So that's another thing I got to work on, too, is being more accommodating to be a friend. I'm a good friend, but I'm not a talk to you every day friend or see you every day friend or go places like that friend. I'm like a silent partner in the business.
I think that's fine. You just have to find your tribe. Like, there are people like that, that are where you don't have to talk to. I realize that I'm not that friend. Like, you gotta talk to me. And I have no problem now saying that. Like, we don't have to talk like 3, 4, 5 hours. every day. We don't even have to talk 20 minutes, but a check-in. So me and my best friend do that. And then when I am really depressed, I have a tendency to isolate. I self-isolate, and I won't talk to anyone. And my best friend was like, bitch, I don't appreciate that because I'm too far away, and I don't know what's wrong with you. You don't have to talk to me all the time. I understand, but a check-in is better than nothing. And I realized, and I appreciate her saying that, and I told her that, and so I'm the same way. I'm that friend.
Yeah, I'm getting better. I'm gonna get better. I mean, I have to get better because you can't spread cozy roof and world peace if you can't talk to people. And so I do. I get frustrated a lot about it. A lot of people don't get me because of that fact. I'm a good friend though. I mean, I really am. But you just don't talk. You just go MIA. You don't know if you're alive or dead. I'm like, sometimes I just don't feel like talking. Sometimes I just don't. I have learned to love myself and be okay with myself and having conversations with myself. I've gotten used to that. So now I got to get out of the habit so that I can help people because I do have a lot to say. But I just think it more than I say it. And so a lot of people don't know how to get me. They don't know how to take me. But you got to get used to it.
Yeah.
I want to commend both of you because both of you know exactly what you want and need, which a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
You know what you're capable of. You know what your boundaries are. Yeah.
It can be a punch in the face when you realize it.
Yep. But you realized it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people just go through life without recognition. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very
because once I realized that I was a problem with a lot of stuff, once I realized that, it was like, oh, shit, fuck. Now I do it all the time. Like, what could I have done to the future situation? What could I have said, and what can I say? And before I talk to people now, I think about how can I say this in a strong way, but in a respectful way, because it's ways that you tell people things and ways that you say things to people to actually have dialogue or questions that you ask. Because we talked about you have to be a person that commands respect and gives respect. You have to be that kind of person, or else you're not going to make it in this world. You're going to either be an asshole, you're going to be alone, or you can be a person that gives to the community and actually grows with it. Because I'd rather have love than to have fear and respect instead. Because that way, you know where you are with people. Because they're just respecting you because they can fuck you over any time. Yep. So I want to be a better person.
Exactly.
Well, I'm kind of a combination of the two of you. Where I am very much to myself also, which is hard to believe because I do talk a lot. The quiet state of my side, a bit of an introvert, so I get nervous in crowds. But at the same time, I want my friends to be in touch with me so that I know that they're okay. And I had to learn over the years that meant that I needed to do that in return. Because I used to get frustrated, especially with like my mom when I was like 30 years old and she still asked me to call her when I get home, and I'm like I'm over 30. When I realized your mother and your father are always going to be your mother or your father, and they are always going to worry. So I took that and placed it on my friendships too, because I call them my tribe also. I have this small group of friends that we check on each other, and we know that we can call each other when there's something wrong, and if we don't hear anything from each other, we check in. So it's kind of nice. But that is something that I had to learn too. I had to learn that too. is that it has to be
once you
reciprocated.
accept it, it's nice. Yeah.
Right.
Before you don't even think about how nice it is, but then when you really need it, like, oh, these people really do. They fuss at me because they love me. They care about me. So I got to at least give them that much, you know.
Yep.
Say that, see, somebody actually cares about you. When you say nobody loves me, that's a lie. Because you got people that fuss at you every day when you don't call them to let them know you're alive. That's
And
a lie.
They could ignore you.
Yeah.
They don't. So
Mm-hmm.
relationships at work, whether it's partners or friends or family.
Exactly.
There's always a give and
take.
take.
You realize how selfish you've been. And then sometimes, like, when you're depressed, you don't think about how selfish you're being. You just think about, I just need this peace. I just need to find something, but you don't think about it. But when you're not depressed, that's something that I keep. When I'm not in depression, that's something I keep really close. I know I can call myself a liar. When I think that nobody cares about you, don't give a fuck about you, I can say that's a lie. I know that's all. That racing thought is a lie. Because they call me and they let me know. If I don't hear from my friend Pat, she'll hear from me in like 2 days. She wants to know, Erica, I need you to call me and let me know that you're okay.
Yep.
What's happening, blah, blah, blah. Whether something's happening or not, I feel bad because I'm like, I'm sorry, Pat. I'm so sorry that I put you through that.
Yep.
But, you're hurting somebody when you're not.
Yep.
Yeah, but I can't always, when I'm depressed, I can't always reach out.
No.
So what I've done is I've developed a way of telling my friends that I'm having a hard time and that it may be a few days before they hear from me. And I tell them that I'm in my cocoon.
Okay.
And a couple of my friends will say, well, contact me when you're a butterfly. And I appreciate that. But there are just some times when I just need to be off by myself in a corner, feeling my feels, dealing with them, and then
listen to music.
I can't deal with anybody else's feels at that time. So it's just easy for me to separate myself. And I don't mean to do it to eliminate the possibility of them helping me, because I know that some people, that's their concern too. Well, if you were depressed, you should have called. I could have, talked. And it's like some days I just can't talk, and I can't even tell you why I'm not talking.
You can't form words. You can't think about stuff.
Right. So I just developed my cocoon. I tell them I'm in my cocoon, and they know that I'm going through something, but I'm going to be okay, and that they'll hear from me in a few days.
And sometimes they'll just text back, I love you. Because some of my friends are, I love you so much, you're in my heart. If you don't feel like talking, even if they don't know, even if I don't answer, they'll say, I love you. That's what I love. Because you guys are not my friends, you're my family. I have a section now that I have separated that if you're my friend, that means that if you're gone, I'm not going to give a care. I'm not going to worry about that much. If you're my family, then I'm going to care. I'm going to look for you. I'm going to find you. I'm going to figure something out. And I'm always going to, if you go for 10 years, you can text me back. I'm still going to, I love you. I still love you. You're still here. So it's a big separate thing that people are so very rare that you can find in your lifetime, especially if you're a person with depression. If you can say someone's your family and you love them, that means something. That really says something. And being an introvert, that says something too, because these people can still break through that force field that you have right yourself. But the introverts, we have a force field that you gotta really get in there. You really gotta figure a way to get in there to stick in there. So that says something. And you don't want to lose those people.
Yeah.
No, and then the last, since my cancer diagnosis and since the passing of Michael, my best friend, when I got the news of my cancer diagnosis, she was the first. She said, well, when you find out, tell me first. And so she was the first person that I called when I found out. And ever since then, she has been that person. And I tell her, we were talking, and when I disappear, because that's what I do, I disappear. My depression comes and I don't sleep. So I will tell her I'm taking something to go to sleep. And when I wake up in a day or so, because usually that's what it is, then I'll call. And that's what I say to her. And it's the truth, but I do that now because I didn't used to. Just like y'all said, I used to just disappear and didn't think and tell myself that nobody loved me. Nobody cared. Nobody would come and see about me. And that was so untrue. So fabric. That was such a lie from the enemy of depression. But
it will tell you, it will haunt you, it will show you everything horrible in your life.
Yeah.
It sucks because I have short-term memory loss, but I remember every bad thing that's ever happened to me. Those are things that come in flurries, and it's like damn, why I can't remember my 5th birthday, but I can remember this shit that happened in 1982. I'm like, damn, and it gets bad. But throughout my life, I've had 2 people that looked for me. This one girl, our birthdays on the same day, with both cancers, with both depression and everything. She looked for me for years, and she finally found me on Facebook one year, and I have not lost her since. And my bestie Tina, my sister Bessie Tina, she found me. She hunted me down, and the first thing she did after me not talking to her for like 15, 20 years was cuss me out. Like, bitch, what the fuck you been? I've been looking for you for years. I'm like, wow. And it was like, wow, somebody actually looked for me. That's when you actually realize that your mind's been lying to you for years, that you're worth something. Because certain people hunt you down when they can't find it.
Yep.
So that's like a big lift. That's a big lift on your heart.
It is. It really is. And having someone to step in for you to do things has really, like I told y'all before, my dad was in a nursing home. And so my friend, she took over calling my dad. She put it on her calendar to call my dad every other Sunday for me, to check on him, to talk to him, to see how he was doing. And she did that for me because I was crying to her one day telling her, I need to see about my dad. I haven't talked to him in weeks. I hadn't talked to him in a long time. And she was like, my counselor was like, is there somebody that can take some of this off of you? And so I sat down and I talked to my friend Erica and I said, will you help me? That's a friend. That's like,
that's a good friend.
Because she's never met my dad.
That's what friendship do.
She never laid eyes on him, but she called him up until the day he died. She would, and it was not something where she was like, oh, I gotta call your dad. She wouldn't do that. She wouldn't tell me a lot of times unless I asked. And there it got to a point where I just forgot that she was doing it or thought that, well, maybe she wasn't. And she's like, I still call him. I call your dad for you. I know you probably think I don't, but I do. And
those are awesome. That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Like,
it's amazing.
And I tell her, like,
that's family for you.
That's family. Like, and I told her, I tell her every time and I've gotten there where I want to give people their flowers now. That means so much to me. Whenever I know y'all have seen when I send stuff on Facebook, I'll do the heart, the flowers, and whatever. That's my signature. That's me telling you, I'm giving you your flowers. I'm giving you your love now. And I tell my best friend, wherever I am, my thing for her, I say to her every time is, wherever I am, you have a place. Like, I don't care wherever I go. I don't care. Wherever I move to, there's always going to be room for her. And that also means there's going to be room for her son. Don't matter. Like, when I say it's room for you, it's room for him, and it's room for her. So she ain't even got to worry about that. And that's what my tribe means to me. That's what my family means to me. You know, I remember when she was sick, and I was like, oh, my God, I got to come down there and see about you. I got to come. No. She's like, no, that's too much for you to do. You got to take care of you. Got to take care of you. And I'm like, no, I can't lose nobody else. I just can't. Well, I got to go see about my friend. I got to go see about my friend. Well, if you're not doing good tomorrow, then I'm coming. Like, I'm going to the hospital. So, well, you just better call me and let me know. So, you know, it just, you're right. When you find people like that, you take care of them, and you love them, and you love on them, and
you tell them all the time. So I tell them all the time.
Yeah, like when she told me when I didn't call her, it was like that time I didn't call her for about 3 or 4 days. She was like, "Look," you know, she was upset, and I listened. And I didn't used to do that. Like, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. But I hear her, and I respect it.
Yep, that's our Facebook pages too.
Yeah.
I will look at your Facebook page to make sure you're all right. So I know I need to cuss your ass out when I talk to you. That's what I do. I'm like, bitch.
Yeah.
I see you okay on Facebook, so I know you're alive. So I guess that's all I get. And that make her start calling your ass in.
Yeah.
My concern was always that if something ever happened to me, I didn't want my friends to wonder how I felt about them.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I started, about 30 years ago, I started telling my friends I loved them at the end of conversations. Mm-hmm. And it was very funny because some of them were like, okay.
Why?
Yeah. They didn't say it right away. They were wondering what happened to me. And then there were others that just said it immediately. But now all of my friends say it. Sometimes they say it before me.
Yeah.
And it's a good
Sometimes you got to break them down, but you can break them down.
Yeah.
Get it. Because this one, our one member, Mr. Hall, they were so hard old men, like military old men. I broke them down. By the time I got done with them, they were giving me hello hugs, goodbye hugs, love you. My uncle still say, yeah. But he say it back sometimes. Sometimes he wants to say it back. He goes, yeah. I love you every fucking day. Every day. I say it all the time. Mm-hmm. They know. We're not going to never think about do the Erica love me. Yes, Miss Swing love me. She loves me. I know she does. No matter what, she going to love me.
Yep.
That's it.
I tell my brother that. He's like, what happened to you? Who hurt you? I'm like, no, I'm just telling you I love you. You're my brother. I'm just trying to make sure nobody do that to you. Sure? Yes, I'm positive. I love you. You're my brother. Like, God. Seriously. Nobody beat me up in the store. Yeah, you sick, you die, you all right? You all right? Yes, I'm fine. I just love you. Shit. Well, wow.
Y'all friends used to say to me, okay, what you want me to buy you now?
Oh, no.
I'm not co-signing no loan for you. No, I just love you. Shit. Hey. I ain't got no money. This is all right. Just know it, okay? I harsh you.
Oh my God! I don't want what you want to buy? What you gonna buy now? What are you gonna do? What projects have you come up with now? What are you spending? Because when you come talking about, baby, I love you. You know how much I love you. You just buttering me up, and I know I'm going to have to spend some damn money.
It's hard to work on family, though. It's easy to work on friends. But Max loves you. And I know 100% Max loves you. So I'm like, oh. I'm always like, oh.
Mhm. That's funny. But yeah, you get those people. I say it too now. I catch myself. And I guess that's why I just wind up mothering people. It's just my nature. So for me to say, hey, did you eat today? that's just me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just who I am. It's just
It's
how
your
I
love
take care of
language.
Yeah,
It's
because
your love
feeding
language.
is my love language. Like cooking is my love language. I love to cook for people. You know, I don't like cooking for myself, but I love cooking for other people.
It's awesome to cook for other people and watch them eat. Watch them eat it. And I want to hear something. I know my godbrother, like, that's why I hate you cook stuff. You always want to know what happened, how food tastes out. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's why I like when you cook stuff and you sit there and watch people eat. I just want to make sure you're enjoying it. God.
Exactly.
Like you poisoned or something. Like I watched it and I poisoned or something. Like, no, I just want to make sure you're enjoying your food.
Exactly.
Are you so suspicious?
Yeah.
Well, I have to admit, I like being cooked for.
Yeah. See?
I would love to cook. When you come to my house, we're going to have some food.
I love that.
My last 5 relationships were with cooks. So I haven't had to cook for a really long time. Yes.
Oh, I would love to be the chef.
I was very blessed.
I would love it. But this is pretty. You eat and the food look pretty. You got to eat bougie food every day.
Exactly. That's
Fix me a bougie hot dog, please.
Mhm.
I want smiling faces on my chili. I want a smiling face in my name.
Oh my gosh! Like during the pandemic, you know, we couldn't go out because that was our thing. That was going out, trying different foods, and so I started doing. That's when charcuterie boards got really popular, and charcuterie boards as they were called. And I started doing charcuterie boards for me and Michael.
And what is that?
It's like meat and cheese and crackers and little doodads and you put it all on this big wooden board or whatever you want to put it on, and you serve it up to the person, and then y'all just sit there and eat it. Charcuterie board.
Oh, bougie snacks. Look, bougie snacks.
Okay, thank you. Yes, that's what he called it. That's exactly what he called it.
A bougie snack tray.
Yes. A bougie snack tray. And every time.
And sometimes they have dips on it too. Dips sometimes.
Yes. They are gorgeous.
They're a lot of work from the ones that I've seen. I have a friend who she can make anything look beautiful on a plate, and she's been doing those boards also. I don't know if I
cannot.
I love it. Yeah,
I like
took me
to put food up. It was horrible.
I have to show y'all some pictures of my charcuterie boards that I did.
And some pictures of the cake when you make them too, so I can stop my mouth with water while I look.
I think we just go to Sasha's house and let her cook for us. What?
Come on.
Ain't nothing but a plane ticket.
Come on. How long are you staying?
We knock on the door. Look, when me and Beauty knock on the door, I like you don't want to answer.
You better call
you
her.
Said.
Look now.
I see you peeking around the corner. We see you peeking around the corner, Sasha. We see you.
I want some sweet potato cornbread, so I'm putting that out there first. Sweet potato cornbread.
Please don't say anything about it.
Oh,
I'm supposed to cook.
Man, does that
I'm
sound good.
supposed to cook my best friend.
We ain't gonna have it, beauty. It ain't gonna be there. It ain't gonna be there. You'll have some excuses. What had happened was when I tried to make it.
Right.
Now we'll wait. There you got nothing else to do with the drove all the way up here. We'll wait.
In the boom. Yeah. Yeah, there's that sweet potato cornbread. Oh, and I have got, this year, I have got to make my friend. I told her, I have been telling her ever since last Thanksgiving that I was going to make her that sweet potato pound cake. And whenever I tell her that I'm thinking about making a cake for somebody else, she cusses me out. I don't want to hear a thing about no cake.
Right? I would too. Got me waiting.
Yes, I'm a hater. Yes, I'm hating right now. Where's mine?
Why do I want to call it cornbread? I do not know why I do that.
I can imagine how it tastes. It gotta be
but it does sound good.
It is a cake, and then there is sweet potato cornbread.
Is it moist?
Yes. There are two different recipes.
OMG.
One is a cornbread, and one is a cake.
I want them both.
I put my order in for both.
I want them both. Yeah.
That's right, Selene. I want one of my own. I ain't sharing.
Oh,
you make me sick.
Which one you want to be
right here? Both.
The cake.
Both.
Or the cornbread.
I ain't sharing.
Because, I mean, seriously.
So you're going to need to make both. You're going to need to make both things because somebody's not
sharing. I want both. I want one of each.
Oh, my God. That's a lot.
You should have brought it up, too. Both.
I need to snack something on the plane home. Y'all live there. I have to go home. You want me to eat peanuts?
I got
peanuts with the sweet potato bread and.
Well, she got to eat half on the road. She got to eat half on the road to survive, and then the rest when she get home.
Right.
Then, but she ain't got to make no
heavy ass pound cake.
See, swinging.
It'll fill up the whole ride.
It will.
That way she will not be hungry.
No, you won't.
She gonna hit up the rest.
I made that sweet potato pound cake last year for Thanksgiving for my friend. She invited me to her house for Thanksgiving dinner, and I made that cake from scratch. I ain't talking about no box. This is like sifted flour, sugar.
Wow.
You gotta sift out. You gotta measure out the baking soda and the baking powder.
You love doing that, so we'll take both.
That's what I'm saying.
The way you talk about it, I can feel your passion. So we'll take both.
I need to be mothered.
That's nurturing. That's a lot of nurturing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And let a flight attendant reach in my package.
Pour all your love into that cake.
Y'all back a nub.
Y'all back a nub.
Pour all your love.
Anybody
okay, y'all come up here for Thanksgiving. Okay?
Ooh.
Yeah. Come on.
That one ain't got to cook.
That might work, because I can also go visit my cousin who moved down there.
Yeah, come on. I'll get the house ready, and y'all come on for Thanksgiving, and I'll do some cooking. I'll cook for y'all. Yay!
You hear that?
We're going to do the show on location.
And it's recorded. Can't go back
we're here
on
in the same room, motherfuckers.
I'll even set the dining room table for y'all.
What?
Like grown folks?
Dining room table.
Yep, I'll set the dining room table for y'all.
I haven't even seen my dining room table in so long. I just sit there and do stuff. That's it. Then I leave. I can't. I really don't eat there.
My dining room table is covered with a puzzle. I'm doing a puzzle right now, so that's where my puzzle is.
That's the only thing it's good for now. They're doing stuff all like right in front.
Yeah, it catches everything. Like,
like
right
the living
now,
room and the bedroom.
It's got mail.
My desk catches everything.
Yep.
That's in my bedroom. My bedroom desk catches everything. I try to keep, like, at least 3 rooms of my house spotless.
I don't even, just one room in my house that stays clean 100%. Everything else is messy.
I just finished my spring cleaning.
At least I know where everything is.
I just finished spring cleaning, but my desk still looks like my desk has stuff on it.
Oh. Well, lucky you. You spring clean.
So I haven't done that in like 10 years, so it needed it.
Yeah. It's like
I'm gonna try.
It was like me and Michael had did some cleaning and got rid of some stuff, and then all of a sudden it's just like there's more stuff.
I just feel it. Wherever I have a table or a desk or something like that, it's full of stuff. I always, like behind me, my window box, behind my couch, it's always full. So every time I clean it off, I'll put one cup there. Then a book will go there. And then something else go there. Something else go there. I'm like, God damn it. Before you know it, it's full. The table, the living room, I put one bottle there. And then I put something else there, something else there. It's like, before you know it, it's cluttered. So I gotta finally get in the habit of not doing that.
That's my desk, but it's neatly cluttered. You can find everything.
Yeah, you go right to it. But it's right there in front of your eyes every day.
Yep.
And people call it dust, but I call it organized chaos.
That's what I call it too.
In the dark, you can find what you need, though. In the dark, you can find what you need. You can walk right to it. Everybody else will trip over, but you can walk right to it and grab that book.
Walk right to it.
It's flat. Everybody else is a minefield, but you can navigate that minefield because it's yours.
Exactly. So, but I try to keep the living room clean.
Mine is kind of clean. I have a bed. I was sleeping in the living room tonight. I got the blow-up bed, so I'm laying in the living room tonight. That's the joys of living by myself. I feel like I'm at a hotel now. This is so sad. Look, I feel like everybody in the world how sad I am. I'm at a hotel right now. I'm at a spa. I have the world beneath my feet. I gotta go back to my bedroom tomorrow.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord. Well, that's like yesterday. Like I now have 2 fans in my bedroom, including my ceiling fan, just to keep me cool.
Whatever works. Whatever works.
Hell yeah, so like you know, a typhoon feeling good. You got air coming in every direction.
It was so cold in there last night.
I love being that cold and shivering under a blanket. But that you made.
That's what I do. My air conditioning is on in my fan.
Oh my God. And I'm sitting here thinking now, I can't wait to get back.
The fans be so loud, you can't hear shit outside. You don't know what's going on outside. You'll never know because you just hear fans.
All I heard was that's all I heard.
Look at the shootout outside. There was a shootout. The only house that was hit was yours. You're like, I don't know. I was understand.
It was a what?
A man was right outside your window. Was it behind the fan? I don't know. Ain't got shit to do with me.
It was. Didn't hear nothing. 3 fans going. And what's so bad is they're like right close up on me too. But I didn't have no hot flashes.
No, that shit blew that shit hot flashes away. Now, everything around you was hot, but you wouldn't. But you did well.
I sure did. Loved it. Loved it. Okay, so that was that.
I'm cool as hell right now because the living room is the coolest room in my house. So, shit, I'm living the dream.
Well, when I go back over there in that typhoon, don't call me. Something. Because I can't hear.
You don't get a phone ring anyway. And if you did, don't say shit you were saying. Hey, what? I can't hear you. What? And then she still won't turn them off so we can hear her better.
Don't wait. Hell,
we'll talk tomorrow.
I can talk to you later.
Just text me.
Exactly. Just text me. I just text. I cannot turn off my fans. 3 fans in the room. But it was heaven. It was heaven. It was heaven, I tell you. But anyway, so, I wanted to give a shout out to a guest that we had, David Ponder II. He has now got his book, I Ponder, in a bookstore in Greenbrier Mall in Atlanta.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great news. That is really great news.
Yes, I thought it was too. I was like, yay! So, congratulations.
Did you buy a copy?
For that. Huh?
Did you buy a copy?
No, I haven't. 2 books I gotta buy a copy of. It's also, she was on the poetry show as well, Jazzy Uncontrollable Goddess.
Okay.
She has a book out, and her book of poetry is based on the rap song of Tupac Shakur. Now, don't ask me the name of it. I can't remember the name of it. Let me see if I can find it. Hopefully I can find it right quick and tell y'all the name of it. But that was one.
Google her name.
Yeah, I had to unlock my phone. I have one of those phones that it automatically locks.
Yeah, that's not that one phone.
But her book came out, I think it was April. I think she did her book herself. She published it herself. So she is a self-published author. And she was
what is her name again?
Her name is Jazzy Uncontrollable Goddess. Uncontrollable Goddess.
Okay.
She was on the Sasha Playpen's show in February. She was one of the poets on the show, and so was Dave Ponder. So Uncontrolled Goddess, she's out of Michigan. Okay, the name of her book, Uncontrolled Goddess, her poetry book is called Life Goes On. It's poetry inspired by Tupac Shakur. So she's getting ready for the she's doing a countdown for the birthday of Tupac Shakur.
Okay.
Which is this week, the 16th.
Okay.
June 16th is Tupac Shakur's birthday. It's also someone else's birthday. I'll let you all guess whose birthday it is. It would be.
What day?
June 16th.
Isn't that your birthday?
No. Close.
My
but no.
birthday.
Yep.
Michael. Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
this is June 16th, mine July 16th.
What?
Yeah, I'll be 50.
Yours is July 16th?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did say that. But yeah. How the hell?
A fabulous 50.
So, Mike was June 16th. Yours is July, and mine is August 16th.
Wow.
How did that happen?
It was meant to happen.
Yeah. So, that are the two books. But that's the book by Uncontrollable Goddess. No, Uncontrolled Goddess. Her name is Jazzy Uncontrolled Goddess. And the name of her book is Life Goes On. And it is inspired by Tupac Shakur. And Dave Ponder, the second, his book name is I Ponder. And you can also, if you can't make it to Greenbrier Mall, at one of the oldest bookstores, black-owned bookstore that he has his book in, and it's called Medulla. I think it's called Medulla's Bookstore. Yeah, Medulla Bookstore. They're celebrating 32 years in business. It's the oldest African-American owned bookstore. And it's in Greenbrier Mall. That's in Atlanta, Georgia, off of Greenbrier Parkway, Southwest. I've been to Greenbrier Mall like twice in my life. The first time I went there, I was searching for a prom dress. The second time I went there, I snuck off, skipped school with one of my friends.
We hot and fast.
Me and my friend skipped school. She was scared to death. I was like, girl, stop being so damn scary and come on. Let's go. We are seniors in high school. Let's go. Oh, my God. She's like, I'm going to get in trouble. No, you're not.
You're grown.
Exactly. exactly. So we went to the mall. We got there. We're in the court, in the food court, and then all of a sudden there's a shootout at the mall, and the news station is there, and in the background they caught my friend's car as we were speeding away.
That was my hook. Hey, we deserve this. That's what we get for leaving and skipping school.
Yep, that's what she said. I'm in so much trouble. And by the time we got home, and then of course we call ourselves having cell phones, but that's when they had them big ass flip
House phone.
1995.
And big ass Blackberry.
Yeah, big ass phone. So, we got in trouble for skipping school. So those are the only 2 times I've ever been to Greensboro Mall.
And I know why.
Yeah.
Went past it once during Freaknik.
Damn Freaknik.
Is that movie still coming out, or did they stop it?
It's coming.
Oh, it is coming out.
Hulu. Oh, you know it's coming to Hulu.
Oh, it's coming to Hulu.
And somebody, mom and daddy gonna have a lot of explaining to do.
Girl, I bet they didn't know. Well, nobody knew that they were going to be on Hulu in their later years.
Ooh, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
how you gonna recognize somebody from 1995? Like, no, we look so much.
This is you, mother. No, this is you, mother. And
no, this is
I don't remember names, but I remember faces. If I've seen someone, I remember you.
Oh, so you like that, huh? Okay.
Now you look just like me when I was 15, so I know it's you.
And then there's that.
Are you sure? It ain't me. It's 1990. It's you. I didn't go back.
Well, I was down there. Like, this is so embarrassing.
Did that you get down in the corner, Mom? That's your TV.
Nah, I'm not gonna be on TV. Yeah, we were down there. That was the last year that they did Freaknik, and so that's when they came out with that damn blue loop. The police, and they taking you through the AU Center where all the colleges are downtown, and so they had this thing called the blue loop. And we were stuck in traffic the whole time. So we didn't get to see a whole lot of stuff. And a lot of that stuff that happened, that they're talking about in this documentary, that happened like later on when the sun was getting ready to go down. By that time, we was gone from the city, honey. So, me and my best friend,
we had in Columbus. Wow.
and the kids we gonna go to Atlanta. We gonna go to the Freaknik. Honey, my mother said, "How the hell you are?"
She knew what was going on at the Freaknik. It ain't Freaknik for nothing. I wonder how many babies were made at Freaknik.
We was like, "But why we can't? All right, Mama, why
Who's
we
a freak? Am I a Freaknik baby? Yes, you are. Yes, Judy, you're a Freaknik baby.
So my mama went to a Freaknik with us.
And I always was weird. You see kids running around, but shit, was Freaknik after dog.
We was, like I said, we was stuck in traffic. Just kept riding around this damn circle. Just kept riding around. So we bought T-shirts. Dudes was selling T-shirts. We bought T-shirts. My mama's out there haggling with the dudes. He's like, $25. And my mama's like, ain't nobody paying no damn $25 for this shirt, honey.
The hell it is.
The hell?
You can find the light.
$25. And so he's like,
all
of y'all got out here. Don't worry about it. What got me, though, was how many niggas was just, they were just like macking my mama. Like, dudes like, what's up, mom? What's up? Yeah, you fine. They was giving my mother a beer. They was giving her.
Hey, mom, you don't get your ass in the damn car.
Yes. Well, now she wasn't doing all that now. But she was just being herself. And they was just like, you know, hey. But I had one of them cool
I never
moms.
had the courage to go to this shit.
I had a cool mom, though. So.
My mother lame as they come. She was a running straight-laced mother.
Mine
My
was
house
like,
is the cool house.
yours was the what?
The cool house. I always had people by. My house was full of people every night.
Mm-hmm.
Partly because my mom worked
I
nights.
have a friend in the house.
Yeah, my mom worked nights, so. But there were still rules that had to happen for people to be there. But I had people at the house every night.
Ooh.
Oh, so you had friends. I did not. I did not have
Yeah.
friends like that when I was young.
I have been blessed. I have many friends, many friends. But
Private school or anything.
I call them acquaintances. I have acquaintances.
Yeah.
There's very few
So
people.
my brother was popular as fuck. Both my brothers was popular as fuck, and I was not. I'm like, how did it skip me? But now I'm popular now, okay? Now I'm popular.
You were just a little bloomer, that's all.
Yep.
A very late bloomer. A 40s late bloomer.
Mm-hmm.
But better to bloom than not to bloom.
Yeah, I didn't bloom till I got into college. I didn't have a lot of friends. And then when I moved to Atlanta, woo.
It's like that, huh? Okay.
I think it would have been different if I had grown up in Atlanta. Because, like, it's always something to do there. That's one thing I realized. No matter what time it is, there's always something to do in Atlanta. You just got to know where it is.
Exactly.
A fun underbelly. Because the underbelly is fun. I was like the semi-underbelly, but it was fun as fuck.
That underbelly get you, though.
Yeah, things you never thought was club is a club. No matter what it is, it's a club at night. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
What we doing at the grocery store? It's a club now. What we doing at the restaurant? It's a club now. Like, goddamn. Everything is club now? Yes, it's a club now.
Yeah, because on Candler Road, it used to be a Red Lobster, and they called it Club Red Lobster.
Yeah, no matter what, it's a club now.
Y'all got quiet hell. How you know?
Like, it's a club now. I'm like, goddamn. You put in the parking lot. Why are these cars? It's a club now. What is it in the daytime? A fancy eatery. What?
Or a laundromat.
You get Mexicans, Jamaicans. Yeah, everything is a club. You get the head to the back, and it's a club. You get up in that motherfucker. You go in there, it's a swinger club. You see beds everywhere, just giant queen-size beds, and they're just stacked by each other. And it's in it at night. It's like, wow.
Or the swinger places that used to get me were the the all-white neighborhood subdivision.
Yeah, those are the best parties. Those are the best parties. Because you get to see what a mansion look like on the inside. The mansion parties and shit. I mean, like, wow. You can't get there in the daytime, but you can go there at night.
Mm-hmm.
I only went to one party like that, and I was out of state.
What you say?
I haven't either.
I went to a party like that, but it was out of state, and it was in a 3-family house. And all 3 floors, including the basement, were filled with different themes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You got the BDSM room, I think the glow in the dark room, where you get all black rooms. All you have is like if you got a band on your arm, or the rings or whatever. It's like so much fun. Glory hole room,
the black room there.
Then you got the spectators. Then you got you got a whole in the foyer. It's just a big round place. Big round spot, and then everybody can just walk around, and there's you can do a show, and then people just watch bowls of condoms. Yeah, you can just sit there and watch people all the time. Just ooh.
Yeah, the voyeurism room. You can watch BDSM being done. You can watch trains being done.
See, I'm not as vanilla as you think I am.
We'll see. We'll see. It's like a whole new world when you walk in there for the first time. It's like, what?
Yeah, it sure is.
You never thought existed.
Sure is.
So it changed my life. The first time I went, I was vanilla as fuck. I was vanilla ice cream with nothing on it. And I walked in that room and something inside of me just bursted. It was like, what?
I might be vanilla, but I ain't that vanilla.
I don't even like vanilla.
I was like super vanilla. I did strip and stuff like that, but because I was a BBW stripper for a while, I just did stuff to try it out. But I had never tried it. I didn't even try that swim club. It was like a date night. But why this dude took me there for our first date, I don't know. But once we got in there,
that was the first date?
First date. We hadn't even kissed or nothing. He just took me there. And he was like, I got to see you. It's a swingers club. I was like, a what? A swingers club? You know what I'm talking about, a swingers club. I'm like, a what? And once I got in there, everyone was like, this is your first time, right? I was like, yes. Mm-hmm. And so they just took me on a tour. I saw a big, gigantic bowl full of condoms. Yep. And it was like stuff everywhere. It was like food, a whole smorgasbord of food. They had a bar, stripper pole bed. I saw a BDSM room. I saw a couple do it going there. His guy brought his wife there. And I saw his wife get a train done on her. I saw a whole line of dudes leave to this man, one wife. I was like, wow. I was not offended at all. And that's why I knew this was my word. I was like, these are my people. Like, I'm like, I don't care, but I'm like, wow. This is a whole new world. So for my 40th birthday, that's when I started going to the parties. Because then my homie was like, what are we going to do for your birthday? I said, we can throw a swinger party. And she was like, a what? So I explained it to her, and she went with it. So that's when I started swinging parties.
All right.
And I also did my first dominatrix session with this guy. Where we had left a party one time, and he just saw me in a pizza place in Atlanta. He was like, are you a dominatrix? I was like, I could be. So we went. He owned a complex. So we went behind the complex before his work. He said, my work don't get here till 6. I said, you own this place? He said, yeah, my work don't get here till 6. So I dominated him outside the parking lot. He stripped naked, tied a leash around his penis, and had me moving around there. So I was like, oh, this is my new world.
What would you like to get?
I was approved. I didn't know I was approved, but, this stuff just fit me like a glove. And I'm still doing it now. Things that should fight me don't fight me. So I guess this is my war now. Just try it. I tell everybody, try it just once and see if you like it. And if it's something you feel good about, just do it. Don't say hurt nobody. And I made $50 that night.
Well.
All right.
That's what I say.
Yeah, get us out of gear. You know, this is like your year. This is 2024 going to be your year. Make some determination and do it when the opportunity comes up. The opportunity may come up and you're too scared to try it. The opportunity come up, try it.
Oh, I have no problem with that at all. I just unfortunately was with someone who wasn't on the same level. And I don't say unfortunate because it wasn't. Anyways, I'm not going to explain all that. I'm just going to say that I was the least vanilla. I was the least vanilla of the couple.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. You have a very soothing voice that you can convince people to do stuff. That's how your voice sounds to you, like you just convince them. You can do this.
Well, thank you.
You have a soothing, convincing voice.
Thank you.
And Sasha has her cute little baby voice that I know can go to Eve right in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what a lot of people think. A lot of people think that I am very unassuming and I'm very quiet and I'm, I am the last living good girl.
She's the last container of vanilla ice cream.
But you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Vanilla ice cream got some swirls in there.
And some sprinkles.
Vanilla ice cream with some swirls in it.
Got a little nuts.
And I've always had a phone sex voice. Everybody always said for years I had a phone sex voice, but I had never done phone sex before. But then when I started,
there she is again.
Yep. When I get the neck and stuff, I'm like, this is my world. Sex sells. It has always been like, for me, when I used to see domination on television, I always thought that domination was the sexiest women in the world.
They are.
Because they can look like they can look like whatever and control your ass, lift your ass, all that. So when I did it myself, it was like, wow.
It's definitely.
Sex sells. You don't get fucked. Yep.
No, it's definitely a power rush.
And it's not about sex. That's the best part about it. It's about sex, but it's not about sex.
No.
Because I don't let you look at me. I don't let you touch me. None of that shit. You're lucky enough to whatever. You don't look at me. You don't touch me.
You're lucky enough to breathe my air. Oh.
Ooh. Exactly.
Ooh. Did I say
and they love hearing that.
Damn, now you're both
them on so much, like, you're a worthless piece of shit. And man, I roast your ass so bad. It's like, you still an orgasm through the phone. Like, damn. And I just freed myself in a whole day's worth of burdens. I had a bad day at the grocery store, not no more.
At first, I had a hard time with that. I had a hard time doing that degradation. But then when I got into it,
yeah, and doing fantasy fulfillment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sometimes I feel back in and out. If you having a bad time, I can tell. You can always tell who will like it when you cuss them out.
Yep.
So I don't even like giving it for free no more. I'm going to be nice to you. Yep. I feel like this turning you on. Now you just shit away for free. So you have a nice day.
All right now.
Yeah, you have to know how to market yourself. That's if you're going to do that kind of stuff. But small town, too many people talk, too many people have too much to say, and they be all up in your business. If I still lived in Atlanta,
then they'll get the dog.
Yeah. If I still lived in the city, there's no telling.
Don't think about Atlanta. It really don't matter in Atlanta because there's so much to do. You can fit in any way. That's what I did like about it, but there's just too many people.
And nobody has to know you. And in Atlanta, nobody has to know. It's big enough. It's big, but at the same time, it's small. It's getting small. It's getting really small. It's too commercialized now. But at one time when I was living there in 2000, in the early 2000s, it wasn't like that, and you could be your anonymity was very. It was good. You could do a lot of things, and nobody knew your name.
Now you both the same.
There were red light districts and shit. You don't even have red light districts where you can just go invisible now. Everybody want to be seen. Everybody got camera phones. So you can't have that privacy you've always wanted back in the day.
Closest I've been to that is I went on a trip to Canada, and I went to a sex that had shopping carts.
Mm-hmm.
Like big old shopping carts. The shelves were like stories. I ain't never seen anything like that in my life.
Yep.
So why, that must actually be free there, right?
Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard.
Also
you had like news
in Germany and Amsterdam.
I want to go to Amsterdam.
Yeah, I would like to
That's one of
I heard it's beautiful.
and make contact off the smoke.
Yep.
I did for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't think I could live anywhere where it's legal, like 100% legal.
You couldn't?
You'd never see me again. Where's she? Oh, she's back in the house.
I'm going to never leave the house for real then. I had my shit delivered.
That's what I'm saying. Never leave the house.
Wow. Yeah. I would just like to visit Amsterdam. Get some
I
weed.
definitely want to visit.
Get a waffle. Get a waffle. Get some weed. And go to one of their sex shops. Same way in Canada.
Yeah, Canada. I was like a child in a, I don't know, candy store. It was amazing. They had
I heard that
my friend grew up there.
I heard that Toronto has a very large red light district.
Yeah,
beautiful. So you just walk around and just feel free to do whatever.
But their health care is better too.
Yeah. Because ours is a joke.
And like for intravenous drug users, they have needle depositories and all that kind of stuff.
The treatment where you just go and get your knee, get your high in a safe environment.
Yep.
And then go on about your life. And they don't have that many overdoses and stuff.
Nope.
Because they care.
Yeah, they care in New York.
Yep. Not that I'm glorifying, I'm just saying it's better if you can go get high and know that you're in a safe place and your needles are clean.
A clean needle.
You're getting clean.
And if you OD, you're right there.
Worry about STIs and.
Yep.
I mean,
And they're right there with the Narcan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a documentary on that. They don't OD as much. They come in, they're healthier. They make sure they eat. They make sure they have something. So, they don't have a lot of robberies. They don't have a lot of crime because of drug-related crime. Because there's no need to it. There's no need. And they get the good stuff. They don't have to worry about getting bad hits. It's a lot better. Because they care.
But now they need to do something about caring about the indigenous people in Canada. But that's a whole conversation.
That's a mess.
That's a whole other conversation. Okay, so I forgot about the announcement. I did one. Also, I got some feedback about, I'll share it off the air with you ladies. I got some feedback from the questionnaire that I put out. I got some of those back. I also wanted to let everyone know that after the end of June, Nite Talks with Sasha, we will be taking summer vacation, and we will be back probably, hopefully, sometime in August. So we're going to take the month of July off so that me and the ladies can enjoy our summer and get out and be out and about and just rest a little bit. So just stay prepared for that, and just know that after June, the show will go on hiatus for a month, and we'll be back. I'm still working on I'm trying to get Tasha Fields. Tasha Fields is a supersized BBW, and she runs this group called Juicy Peaches that's on Facebook. And she also is doing a if you are a supersized woman or man and you have never flown before and you want to learn about the ins and outs of how to fly, or even just know that you can fly on a plane, it's a little, you can. She has a group online about that. So we're trying to get her on the air, and hopefully by next week sometime, I will get her on the air and we can talk about Juicy Peaches and what that is and who they are and who we are and what we're doing. So that's coming up. The menopause show still ain't got nobody but one person. So, oh well. Come on there, y'all. Really. Come on now. Y'all know this I will. You want to know and you need to know about menopause. So let's just talk about it. Let's have an open and honest discussion. No one's gonna bash. It's not about bashing. It's not about any of that. It's about learning. So if you have went through menopause, if you are going through menopause, help out your younger sisters that are on the epidemic of going through that, on the the precipice. The beginning.
Precipice? The beginning. The foreword.
Oh.
The initializing stage.
My tongue
the descent to hell.
Tied up. I couldn't get none of that out. I sound like Elmer Fudd.
That's just how horrible it is.
Exactly. That's why I'm sleeping with 2 fans, 3 fans. Anyway. So y'all come on and let's talk about menopause. Like, yeah, we need to talk about this. So if you are interested and you want to be a part of the discussion, come on, y'all. Like, don't make me have to go out here and call nobody's name. Because I will.
She will.
I just go out here and call some people up. Be like, honey, come on here and talk about this with me, okay? Because I need some help. So, go to the email, Nite Talks with Sasha 69 @gmail.com. Now, don't be worried about what the 69 is for or what it's implying. It's just 2 numbers at the end. Star 69. Just don't worry about that. Just email me. And let's just talk about it. Okay? Okay. That's that. Anyway, y'all got any announcements? Anything y'all want to talk about?
No, ma'am.
Nope, nothing that I can think of.
Okay. Well, that's that then. So we have just talked about, we didn't talk about Tina Turner and we didn't talk about Prince, and he was 65 years old this week.
I miss him.
Happy birthday.
I just
Happy birthday.
I'm so sad I never got to see him perform live.
Oh, no. That's a shame.
You
He
got
is an incredible entertainer. Incredible.
Yeah.
I've seen him quite a few times.
Oh, wow.
And he
Yeah.
was an ageless beauty.
And when
Okay.
I heard, okay, I'm going to be honest with y'all, and then I'm going to get y'all off the air because I know y'all ready to go. When I heard them say that Tina Turner had died, honestly, at first, I heard it and I was like, will y'all please stop putting that poor woman in the ground? And
she wasn't supposed to die. She wasn't supposed to die.
I knew she was coming.
I knew she was sick, but she's one of those people that you just never expect to actually go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
I know
kept
she
hearing, like,
had a great life.
they had those, you know how they'll have those things about celebrities,
all
that this
time.
celebrity had died already, and they had
30 times.
They did Tina Turner like that.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had died a few times.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I think
And
Michael
so when I
Jackson had died like 5 or 10 times.
Yeah, so when I first heard it again, I didn't believe it. Like, will they please? Why do they do that? And then this time
I knew it was true.
True.
Yeah, I knew it was true. I checked my Buddhist website, and she was a nutrient Buddhist like me. So I knew she had that. I'm like, wow. But she led an awesome life.
She did.
Yeah. She led a great life.
Well, rest in love, Miss Tina. You are missed.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And she was cremated, and she was featured at Hope in Ireland.
Oh, she was cremated?
I think she was cremated, yeah. So she ain't going to be buried. I think she's going to be cremated. I know she had made her preparations and stuff.
Well, all right, ladies, we're going to be cut off any second now.
Yeah, we are. So
yes, ma'am. I got to go log in. That's
nice
the work. Make the donuts.
Okay, make the donuts.
Well, you going to make the cake and pie. Yeah, sweet potato cake. Sweet potato pie.
Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Good night. Good night, y'all. Have a good weekend.
Good night.